Most people spend their entire lives playing roles. They call themselves students, professionals, parents, sons, daughters. But deep inside, they never answer the most important question: who am I, really? And because they never answer it, they never know what they truly want. Today on Greatest Lane, we're going to strip away the labels, the noise, the confusion, and unlock the secret to knowing yourself, finding your purpose, and building a life so powerful that nothing can stop you. Most of us think we are our job titles. Some think they are the roles they play: daughter, son, employee, student. But these are just temporary masks. The real you is deeper. You are not just a body. You are not just a set of achievements. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. When you truly understand this, that you are connected to something greater than yourself, then suddenly all possibilities open up. You stop asking, "Can I do this?" And you start saying, "Because I exist, it is possible." Lesson: you are not what people call you. You are not what society expects. You are who you decide to become when you step into your truth. Without direction, life will drive you. Imagine getting into a car with no destination. You'll go in circles, you'll waste gas, and you'll end up frustrated. That's exactly how most people live. If you don't choose a destination, someone else will choose it for you. That's why vision is so important. Even if you don't know the exact plan, you must have a clear direction. Do you want freedom? Do you want impact? Do you want to leave the world better than you found it? Lesson: never live by accident. Always set the direction of your life even if the path is not clear. Fame fades, money comes and goes. But greatness comes from service. Martin Luther King Jr. said it best: "Not everybody can be famous, but everybody can be great because greatness is determined by service." Every truly successful person, from entrepreneurs to artists, has one thing in common: they use their talents to serve others. Lesson: ask yourself daily, how can my life serve? How can my work, my words, my existence make life better for someone else? The world notices excellence, even in the smallest places. When you give more than expected, when you treat every task with care, you stand out. People remember you not because of what you own, but because of how you made them feel. Excellence is not about perfection. It's about doing the right thing, the best way, even when nobody is watching. Lesson: let excellence be your signature. When you live this way, you don't have to chase opportunities. Opportunities will chase you. There will always be temptations to cut corners, to compromise, to choose quick wins over integrity, but real success is measured by peace of mind. If you can go to bed every night knowing you chose what was right, then you are already winning. And here's the universal law: for every action there is a reaction. What you put out always comes back. That's not just physics, that's life. Lesson: protect your future by guarding your choices today. When you grow, not everyone will clap. Some will fear your success because it reflects back to them their own stagnation. They'll whisper, "Who does she think she is?" Or, "Who does he think he's becoming?" You cannot pour your gallon-sized dreams into pint-sized minds. Surround yourself with people who fill your cup, who push you higher, who celebrate your wins instead of resenting them. Lesson: build a circle that fuels your fire, not one that puts it out. Every breath you take is a gift. Most of us live as if the next breath is guaranteed, but it isn't. Gratitude is the foundation of a meaningful life. Stop once a day, breathe deeply, and say, "Thank you. Thank you for another chance. Thank you for this precious moment. Thank you for this body that carries me. Thank you for the opportunity to grow, to love, to try again." Lesson: gratitude turns what you have into enough, and enough into abundance. When storms come, and they will, your sense of self is what keeps you grounded. If you know who you are, no challenge can move you. When you serve, when you pursue excellence, when you stay grateful, your life becomes more than just successful. It becomes sweet. Sweetness is not about luxury. Sweetness is about peace, fulfillment, and joy that no storm can take away. Lesson: don't just chase success. Build a life that is rich with sweetness, purpose, and meaning. So ask yourself today, who am I? What do I really want? How will I serve? The answers to these questions will shape your destiny. Your time is limited. Your energy is priceless. Don't waste them living by accident. Live on purpose. This is Greatest Lane, the place where dreamers become doers and doers become legends. If this message spoke to you, subscribe now, because your greatest life isn't waiting somewhere else. It starts right here, right now, in the lane of greatness. Resilience isn't just about surviving the storm, it's about learning how to dance in the rain. Every legend you admire has faced setbacks, failures, moments when giving up seemed easier than pressing on. But what sets them apart is not their victories, but how they responded to defeat. Picture this, a runner tripping just meters before the finish line, a student opening a letter of rejection, an artist staring at a blank canvas after countless failed attempts. In those moments, pain and disappointment are real, but so is the choice to rise. Resilience means using every setback as a setup for a comeback. It's the silent strength that whispers, "Try again." It's the courage to get back up, dust yourself off, and push forward, stronger, wiser, and more determined than before. So when life knocks you down, remember, the greatest chapters are written by those who refuse to quit. Your bounce-back story could be the inspiration someone else needs. Embrace the power of resilience and let your setbacks become the launchpad to your greatest achievements. Greatness isn't just built on grand gestures or once-in-a-lifetime opportunities, it's forged in the quiet, consistent choices you make every single day. Imagine the world's most successful athletes, artists, visionaries. Their secret isn't luck, but discipline. Alarm clocks ringing before sunrise, journals filling up with goals, hands tying shoelaces for another early morning run. Someone methodically prepares a healthy breakfast. Someone reads a chapter of a book. Someone writes down 3 priorities to conquer the day. These routines may seem small, almost insignificant, but repeated day after day, they become the foundation of excellence. Discipline is the bridge between dreams and reality. It's the decision to show up even when no one's watching, to practice when it feels tedious, to choose progress over comfort. Each repetition, each early start, each mindful choice is a vote for the person you want to become. So as you chase your ambitions, remember, greatness is not an act but a habit. Build your days with intention, and your future will follow. Your daily discipline is the silent architect of your destiny. There's a force inside you, quiet but unbreakable, that shapes every step you take, your belief in yourself. Imagine a young woman looking in the mirror, her gaze steady, whispering, "I can do this." Picture a man jotting down an affirmation, "I am resilient, I am worthy." Or a child, arms raised in victory, celebrating a small win that no one else may notice. Self-belief isn't arrogance, it's the foundation of progress. The way you talk to yourself matters. Every positive word is a seed. Every affirmation is a step toward your dreams. When doubts creep in, remind yourself, you've overcome before and you can again. See yourself not as you are but as you could be. When you stumble, speak kindness. When you achieve, celebrate, even the smallest milestones. These moments of self-encouragement add up, fueling your journey through challenges and setbacks. Greatness starts with a single thought, I believe in myself. Let your inner voice be your greatest ally, because when you nurture self-belief, you unlock a power greater than any obstacle. So look in the mirror, write it down, say it out loud, then go, become the person you already are, deep inside. Kindness is more than a single action, it's a force that ripples outward, touching lives in ways we may never fully see. Think of it like a stone dropped into a still lake. The initial splash is the act, but the magic lies in the circles that spread across the surface. This is the nature of compassion, a silent energy that travels from one heart to another, its effects echoing long after the gesture is forgotten. It could be hands reaching out to lift someone up, a warm smile exchanged between strangers, or holding a door for someone. These small gestures, often unnoticed, hold immense power. They are quiet declarations that say, I see you, you matter, we are in this together. The power isn't in the size of the act but in the pure human connection that validates and uplifts. When you show kindness to others, you become a catalyst for change. Helping a neighbor isn't just a favor, it's weaving a safety net of community. Volunteering your time invests in a shared vision for a better world. And simply listening with empathy, offering your undivided attention without judgment, gives someone the profound gift of being heard. You create a sanctuary where they can lay down their burdens, knowing they will be met with compassion. Your actions inspire others to pay it forward. This is the contagious nature of goodwill. Witnessing an act of virtue doesn't just make us feel good, it makes us to do good. Imagine you pay for someone's coffee. That person, touched by the generosity, might then leave a large tip for the barista. This chain reaction, this cascade of compassion, can transform an entire community, all sparked by a single choice to create a wave of positivity. But kindness isn't just for those around you. The wellspring of all outward kindness starts within. For many, this is the hardest part. We are our own harshest critics, speaking to ourselves in ways we would never speak to a loved one. So be gentle with yourself when you make mistakes. Offer yourself the same compassion you'd give a friend. It's about treating yourself with understanding when you fall short, not letting yourself off the hook. In those moments of self-kindness, you heal old wounds and build resilience. It involves acknowledging your struggle, remembering that imperfection is part of our common humanity, and actively comforting yourself. By practicing this, you are not being selfish. You are being sustainable. You are refilling your own cup so you can pour generously for others. This inner fortitude makes it easier to extend empathy to the world. Every act of kindness, no matter how small, matters. It's the invisible thread that connects us all, the fundamental language of the human heart. So today, practice kindness not just as a habit, but as a way of life. Look for the small moments. Hold the elevator, let someone know you appreciate them, forgive yourself for a past mistake. Make it your default setting to others and to yourself. Because the world you help create with compassion is one where everyone, including you, can truly thrive. Failure. It's a word that echoes in the quiet moments of our lives, a word that often carries the heavy weight of fear, the sharp sting of disappointment, and the creeping shadow of self-doubt. We're taught from a young age to avoid it at all costs. It's presented as a final judgment, a dead end on the road to our ambitions. Society paints it as a mark of inadequacy, a reason to retreat and reconsider our dreams, whispering that maybe, just maybe, we aren't good enough. But this perception is a profound misunderstanding. What if we dared to challenge this narrative? What if we peeled back the layers of social conditioning and saw failure not as an endpoint, but as an essential, non-negotiable part of the journey? What if we understood that it is, in fact, a fundamental stepping stone to greatness? Picture a young artist, their studio floor littered with crumpled sketches. Each discarded piece isn't a testament to their lack of talent, but a record of their exploration, a necessary step in refining their vision towards a masterpiece. Picture an athlete, collapsing just short of the finish line, or a basketball player whose game-winning shot bounces off the rim. This single moment of falling short doesn't erase the months of training. It provides crucial, unfiltered data for the next attempt. Picture an inventor in a cluttered workshop, surrounded by prototypes that fizzled, sparked, or simply didn't work. Think of Thomas Edison, who famously said he hadn't failed 1,000 times, but had found 1,000 ways that won't work. These are not portraits of defeat. These moments of perceived failure are not the end of the story. They are the fertile ground where growth begins. Every single failed attempt is a masterclass in disguise, offering raw, honest feedback that easy success can never provide. It's in the heart of struggle that you truly discover your limits, not as rigid walls, but as flexible boundaries that are meant to be pushed. It's here you learn to pivot, to rethink your strategy, to adapt your approach with newfound intelligence. And most importantly, it's through this very process that you forge resilience, the unshakable inner strength that allows you to get back up, not just once, but as many times as it takes. History is filled with the stories of those who failed their way to success. The greatest innovators, the most inspiring leaders, and the most celebrated creators all share this one, non-negotiable trait. They refuse to let failure define their identity. They understood the critical difference between "I failed at this task" and "I am a failure." J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter found a home. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Their stories are not remarkable because they avoided failure, but because they confronted it head-on. Instead of retreating, they developed a relationship with it. They learned to embrace the discomfort, to lean into the lesson. They meticulously analyzed what went wrong, not to assign blame, but to extract wisdom. They asked the hard questions. What can I control? What will I do differently next time? And then, armed with this knowledge, they tried again, and again. Each time, not just with more determination but with more intelligence. They became stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the success that awaited them. This is the anatomy of a breakthrough. Visualize the real journey, not the sanitized version you see in headlines. It's the hands wiping sweat from a brow after a grueling practice. It's the quiet humility of erasing a flawed design and starting over from a blank page. It's the painstaking work of picking up the pieces of a shattered prototype and reassembling them with a new understanding. It is the conscious choice to take a deep breath and try once more, even when exhaustion screams at you to stop. And then, after all the struggle, comes the moment of catharsis. The artist steps back to admire a completed masterpiece. The athlete finally crosses the finish line, shattering their personal best. The inventor watches with a smile as their device powers on, perfectly executing its function. This triumph isn't born from a flawless, easy path. It is forged in the fires of perseverance through countless imperfections. So the next time you face failure, I urge you not to turn away in fear. Don't let its shadow paralyze you. Instead, take a breath and welcome it as your most honest teacher. Let it guide your next steps with its unfiltered feedback. Allow it to shape you, carving away your ego and reinforcing your resolve, much like a sculptor refines a block of stone into a work of art. See every setback for what it truly is, a setup for a greater comeback. Remember, the path to any meaningful success is not a straight, clean line. It is a messy, winding road paved with the invaluable lessons learned from falling down, and more importantly, from the courage it takes to rise again. Embrace your failures. They are not signs of weakness. They are undeniable proof that you are in the arena, that you are pushing your boundaries, that you are growing, and that you are moving ever closer to the person you are destined to become and the dreams you are meant to achieve. Imagine a life where every day brings a new opportunity to learn, to grow, and to discover something extraordinary. Lifelong learning isn't just for the classroom, it's a mindset, a way of seeing the world with endless curiosity. Picture someone flipping through the pages of a book, their eyes lighting up as they uncover new ideas. Visualize exploring new places, trying out unfamiliar hobbies, or simply asking why as you move through your day. Curiosity is the spark that ignites innovation and creativity. It's what pushes scientists to unlock the secrets of the universe, artists to experiment with bold new techniques, and everyday people to adapt to a changing world. When you embrace lifelong learning, you open doors to new passions, unexpected friendships, and skills you never thought you could master. Every experience, whether it's reading, traveling, or learning from others, adds a layer to who you are. It keeps your mind agile, your spirit young, and your future bright. So don't let curiosity fade. Feed it. Nurture it. Let it lead you into the unknown, where the greatest adventures await. Remember, the journey of learning never truly ends. And with every new discovery, you become more capable, more adaptable, and more inspired to shape the world around you. As you journey through growth and learning, there's a secret ingredient that multiplies every achievement: gratitude. Imagine someone pausing at the end of a busy day, jotting down 3 things they're thankful for in a gratitude journal. Each word is a quiet celebration, a recognition of the progress made, no matter how small. Visualize joyful moments. A group of friends sharing a laugh after reaching a milestone. A quiet smile exchanged in gratitude. Families coming together to celebrate personal victories. These moments remind us that success isn't just about the finish line. It's about honoring every step along the way. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already blooming in your life. It turns ordinary accomplishments into extraordinary memories and fuels your motivation to keep moving forward. When you celebrate progress, even the tiniest wins, you reinforce the belief that you are capable and worthy of success. So, take a moment, every day, to acknowledge how far you've come. Write it down, share it with someone, or simply close your eyes and give thanks. Let gratitude be your compass, guiding you through challenges and triumphs alike. Remember, every step forward is worth celebrating. With gratitude in your heart, your journey becomes a tapestry of joy, resilience, and unstoppable growth. What if you gave yourself permission to dream bigger than ever before? For a moment, let's quiet the inner critic, the voice that whispers about limits and fears. Let's create a space where possibility is the only rule. Picture a blank vision board, a canvas for your future, filling up with vibrant detail. See yourself pinning up images of distant places you long to explore, not just a photo, but the feeling of standing there. Add ambitious projects that make your heart race, and bold aspirations that stretch the very definition of who you are. Now see hands mapping out goals on paper, transforming those dreams into a plan. They are drawing timelines not as rigid deadlines but as exciting pathways. They are pinning up reminders that anything is possible, turning abstract hopes into concrete intentions. This is where the dream begins to take root in reality. Big dreams have a unique power. They are a source of inexhaustible energy. They ignite your imagination, creating a magnetic pull toward the future, and they push you beyond your comfort zone, which is the only place where true growth can happen. Imagine a young artist sketching their dream gallery, feeling the buzz of opening night. Picture an entrepreneur outlining plans for a business that changes lives, already hearing the stories of those they've helped. See an athlete visualizing their moment of victory, feeling the weight of the medal before it's even been won. These aren't just daydreams, they are blueprints for your future. Setting bold goals gives your life direction and a profound sense of purpose. It's like pointing your compass toward the stars. That star becomes your North Star, guiding your daily decisions and helping you navigate through distractions. Of course, along the way you'll encounter challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. These aren't signs to stop. They are integral parts of the process. They are the friction that forges strength. But each step closer to your dream, especially after a stumble, builds unshakable confidence. You'll discover a deep well of resilience and experience profound personal growth. Remember, the size of your dreams determines the scope of your achievements. Don't let fear or uncertainty shrink your ambitions. Instead, let your vision soar. Surround yourself with powerful reminders of what's possible. Vision boards, goal journals, inspiring quotes. And crucially, share your dreams with people who believe in your potential and encourage you to reach higher. Every great accomplishment in history began as a bold idea that someone refused to give up on. So set your sights high, dream without limits, and then ground those dreams in reality by taking action every single day. The magic of big goals isn't just in reaching them, it's in who you become along the journey. Dare to dream boldly, your future is waiting to be created. The journey to greatness doesn't begin with a grand leap. It starts with a single step. Imagine the sun rising over an open road, casting golden light on new possibilities. See people lacing up their shoes, packing bags, setting out on fresh journeys. Every sunrise signals a new chance to move closer to your dreams. Greatness isn't a destination you arrive at overnight. It's built in the small, courageous actions you take each day. The first step may feel uncertain, but it's the most important one you'll ever take. With every stride, you gather strength, wisdom, and momentum. Today is your day to begin. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Create it. Take that first step, however small, toward your boldest goals. Trust in your journey. Greatness is not a finish line, but the adventure of becoming your best self. The road ahead is open and the world is waiting. Go out and make your mark. Your journey to greatness starts now.